Hidden beyond the rolling hills stood a peaceful village where every sunrise brought hope, laughter, and the promise of another beautiful day. Among its people lived a young man named Kairo. Kairo was known throughout the village for his kind heart, quiet strength, and willingness to help anyone who needed him. Every morning, he began his day alongside his closest friend, Tano, whose cheerful spirit always brought smiles wherever he went. Before starting his daily work, Kairo always made time to help his mother, Mama Zuri, believing that caring for family was the beginning of every good life. The village chief, Chief Damba, respected Kairo's honesty and often saw in him the qualities of a true leader. Beneath the great village tree, Elder Sephu quietly shared words of wisdom, encouraging Kairo to value patience, courage, and clear thinking above all else. To the children, Lela and Kato, Kairo was more than a friendly neighbor. He was someone they admired and trusted without question. As another peaceful day continued, the village hunter, Bako, prepared for his usual journey into the forest. Kairo walked beside him to the forest's edge, wishing him a safe return. But before taking another step, Bako suddenly stopped. The forest felt strangely different. The birds had gone silent. The wind had become still, and an uneasy feeling settled deep within his heart. Unknown to the villagers, this peaceful morning was about to become the beginning of a terrifying mystery. Bako had hunted in the forest for many years, but on this day, every step felt heavier than the last. Something deep within the woods was different. The forest suddenly fell silent. No birds sang, no animals moved, and even the wind seemed to disappear. Bako knew that silence like this was never a good sign. As he searched the ground, he discovered enormous footprints unlike anything he had ever seen. They were far too large to belong to any ordinary animal. Back in the village, life continued peacefully. Mama Zuri and Amina carried on with their daily work, completely unaware of what Bako had discovered. Moments later, a deep growl echoed through the forest. Bako froze, gripping his spear as fear slowly crept across his face. Meanwhile, Chief Damba and Elder Sephu discussed the village's future, unaware that danger was already drawing closer. Fear finally overcame Bako. He turned and ran through the forest as fast as he could, desperate to escape whatever was hiding in the shadows. At the edge of the village, Kairo noticed someone running toward him. As the figure came closer, he realized it was Bako, exhausted and terrified. Struggling to catch his breath, Bako reached Kairo and whispered that something dangerous was hiding deep inside the forest. The peaceful village would never be the same again. Bako's warning spread quickly through the village. People gathered in the village square, whispering to one another as fear slowly replaced their morning smiles. Chief Damba listened carefully while Bako described the giant footprints and the terrifying growl that echoed through the forest. No one could explain what he had seen. Although some villagers struggled to believe the story, Elder Sephu remained thoughtful. He believed Bako had witnessed something real, something that should not be ignored. Standing beside Tano, Kairo quietly watched the gathering. Deep inside, he felt that Bako was telling the truth, and the strange feeling in his heart only grew stronger. As the news spread, Mama Zuri and Amina exchanged worried glances. For the first time in many years, the village no longer felt completely safe. Even Lela and Kato noticed the fear on the adults' faces. Their laughter faded as they realized something serious had happened. Unable to shake his uneasy feeling, Kairo walked alone to the edge of the village and stared into the dark forest. It felt as though unseen eyes were watching him from beyond the trees. Deep inside the forest, a dark figure remained hidden among the shadows. Only two glowing amber eyes could be seen through the thick mist, silently watching the village from a distance. Without making a sound, the mysterious creature continued to observe Kairo, as though waiting for the perfect moment to reveal itself. The true danger had only just begun. Chief Damba gathered the villagers and urged everyone to remain calm. Until they understood what was hiding in the forest, no one was to enter the woods alone. As the crowd slowly dispersed, Tano quietly told Kairo that Bako's fear seemed genuine. Kairo agreed, convinced that something dangerous had awakened beyond the trees. Later that evening, Mama Zuri reminded Kairo to stay cautious. Although he reassured her with a calm smile, his thoughts remained fixed on the mysterious forest. As the sun disappeared behind the hills, Amina escorted Lela and Kato safely home. One by one, doors closed, fires were lit, and the once lively village became quiet. Unable to ignore the uneasy feeling inside him, Kairo walked to the edge of the village and stared into the darkness. The forest seemed strangely alive, as if it were waiting. Deep within the woods, two glowing amber eyes slowly opened. Hidden by thick mist and towering trees, the mysterious creature watched without making a sound. A massive claw emerged from the shadows and gripped the rough bark of an ancient tree. Whatever was hiding there possessed enormous strength and endless patience. At that very moment, Kairo suddenly heard a distant, chilling roar. The night fell silent, and every instinct told him that the peaceful days of the village were coming to an end. High above the village, a towering shadow stood motionless on a rocky cliff. Its glowing eyes overlooked every home below as the wind carried its terrifying presence through the night. The hunt had begun, to be continued